Hello, hello. Welcome into Timor's Review 48. This week was an interesting one. Very interesting week with a very interesting deck. We had a couple different choices throughout the teams. Most of the times we have the same choices, but this time we had some teams went Future Randy, some teams went SWOW, and I'm kind of torn on which one I think is better because I think SWOW is better technically because I think it's better because you can play it on defense more easily. This guy gave me a free win. You can play it on defense more easily. Whereas Future Randy, especially with this week, if you use Future Randy at the wrong time on defense, you're just gonna push their BHK away. You're gonna push their mid-break crunch away. You might end up setting up them better than you. But SWOW with the BHK buff can just get absolutely incredible. So I'm not exactly sure. You requested Jimbo even after you got... Dude, I did that with Mayor. I have 1,505 Mayors now because I requested Mayor on accident on the Adventure Line. Have I checked out Arc Raiders? I don't personally like the... this was a bit of a mistake. I should have played him further back. I don't like extraction shooters. I think they're really stupid. So I don't bother with games like that. But I have seen lots of clips. And I know I know the game's been killing it. We're talking about Arc Raiders, by the way, but I know the game's been absolutely killing it. And I have been watching clips, like the fucking burnt peanut and shit. Pull that away, look at that. Pull away the tank, but now I have to defend from her. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I put her right on my nuke. But that SWOW with the plus 104, like I don't think, there's no way that's better than Future Randy. Or there's no way Future Randy's better than that. Like, the only good thing Future Randy does is, in my opinion this week, is obviously, you know, you can save your cards. It can technically save you from maybe a bad cycle by because you could lead BHK and mid-break crunch and then reset them. Like, technically you could do that. But if you had SWOW in your hand, you wouldn't need to have led those cards, right? So it's very torn on that. But I do think that SWOW is just easier to get value from and more consistently going to be able to defend you and stuff. I decided to wait, just put the hamsters on the Bradley. Then I decided that was better. Jeez, he really does wreck. Even level 3, that bomb is ridiculous. He could have AoE'd and killed my Dougie there. That would have been actually insane. Man, Bear, Pig, or Satan? It's almost always the wrong choice, in my opinion, to go Satan in Team Wars, because if the enemy's any good, they'll prevent Satan value. But you know, I think Satan is probably the better bet because it's gonna prevent, you know, somebody from slamming every card in the deck and, you know, getting lucky because you don't have the right card, kind of thing. Up your asses. I'd have to look at the other cards to know if there's really like a big reason to have Satan. Obviously, if there's cows, Satan's the right choice. And Man, Bear, Pig, you know, you're never gonna play Man, Bear, Pig at 7 unless they play Man, Bear, Pig. Maybe you play yours after they play theirs, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, Arc Raiders not my time. CM's an option, yeah. Then Man, Bear, Pig's probably gonna be tough. But yeah, the reason I don't like those extraction shooters, like, that's why I didn't play Division. I've never been into things like Tarkov or anything like that. It's because I don't like the idea, and this is partially why I stopped playing Destiny, is because I was getting really sick of playing, and obviously, you know, playing the game is about the fun you're having while you're playing it, right? But I was really starting to hate games that I could play for 2 hours and then get nothing. Like I accomplished nothing. You know what I mean? I don't get experience. I don't get anything. I don't get gear. I don't get a drop. And that's what was happening with Destiny sometimes, where, you know, I'd go in with a raid with randoms and stuff because at the time all my friends had stopped playing, and we couldn't finish the raid. So I'd be playing for 3 hours, and sure, maybe I'd have fun, but at the end of the day, not finishing it for me was really not fun. And so I couldn't justify spending 5 hours every Tuesday and then sometimes not completing the task. Especially like now, that was fine when I played original Destiny. I was just out of college. I was living with 4 guys. All I was doing was going to work, coming home playing Destiny, going to the bars, coming home playing Destiny, going to sleep, waking up, going to work. Like that's all I did for 2 years because I was just focusing on work and focusing on getting my career set up and really working hard so that, the people at where I work know I'm a fucking badass, mostly. And then you just coast after that. No, but so one thing, so this is the reason. So Imp Tweak pulling Mintberry Crunch is your wait, to finish that thought. So with extraction shooters, if you didn't know, while you're going, other people can kill you and take your shit. And I hate the concept of that. I hate the concept of playing a game for an hour, getting a sick raid together, killing some big mechanized boss queen bitch, feeling awesome about it, and then some dildo shoots you in the back. What the fuck is fun about that? What the fuck is fun about that? I would be the guy doing that for sure, but if you don't save Mintberry Crunch and they got theirs, you lose. F Randy all the way. Well, that's what I was gonna say. That is sort of true. I don't think that's necessarily true because you can kill Mintberry Crunch in other ways, but you can use your Imp Tweak to save your Mintberry Crunch from their Imp Tweak. I do it at some point in here, and you'll see. You can use your Imp Tweak and pull your Mintberry Crunch back by pulling one of their units through your Mintberry Crunch. And if you do it right, it resets your Mintberry Crunch just the exact same, and you don't need Future Randy. But also, you can Robin tweak the Mintberry Crunch when he gets across the line, and then he'll probably survive because he'll be so beefy. Look at that, saving the bar with the Imp Tweak. Love it. Love it. Gets the adrenaline going. Yeah, but I would rather play like a difficult single player game or like a multiplayer game, like a legitimate multiplayer game, not like this weirdo PvE, maybe these guys will kill me, maybe they'll be nice bullshit. I'd prefer like a battle royale where it's like everybody's out to get me no matter what. None of this bullshit like, oh, I'm a streamer and I'm being nice and I'm not gonna kill you, and then they kill you for the clip. Like, it's stupid. It's stupid. Waste your time. There's nothing that I hate more than wasting my time on a video game. Nothing I hate more. All right, Mr. Fix-It donkeys. But if there's like progression, if there's something, then I don't feel like I'm wasting my time. And I'm sure in Arc Raiders there's like ranks or some shit you might be getting, but I hate the concept of that was a bad play. I think the fast pass might have hit New Kid there. But here's an example. This guy's an idiot. Future Randy doesn't work. I don't know. You'll see. I really want to see that clip when I save my Mintberry Crunch with Imp Tweak. It's fucking sick. It's so sick. Yeah, and that's another thing. Those games are definitely more fun with other people. Like solo, I'm sure is fine, but like with other people is the core of that. And while I do have friends that, I can play games with, Jeff and Akuma and Casey and even Matt now, all these different people, we're fucking adults, man. It's difficult. Like, they're not all streamers like me that have 2 or 3 days every day that, like, we have dedicated time to do this. It's difficult to get time to play with other people as a fucking adult with a job, and those guys have kids, and, like, fucking Jeff's a regional manager at a bank. You think he's got that much time to game with me? Not really, no. Not really, no. And when we do, we're playing League of Legends because ARAM's a blast. If it comes to Luna, you'll try it? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth trying, I think. I just know for a fact I don't like that type of game. Same with Elden Ring. I know I do not like Souls-like games. And even if it's the greatest Souls-like that's ever existed, and even if it's like maybe not the greatest, or maybe not like a super true to Souls-like, so maybe it's more like an action RPG, I still wouldn't like it. I know I wouldn't like it. And there's too many games to play to to struggle with one I don't really want to play, you know what I mean? And then I play dare drop games that I hate for 2 hours. But honestly, I gotta admit, Poseidon is a pretty solid Team Wars card. He sucks absolute shit in ladder. But in Team Wars, when it's like a mirror match, if you have... I don't know why I didn't kill the doggy, honestly. If you have the Poseidon buff, or debuff, I guess, and they don't, like, you win that push probably, right? This is what I was talking about. Like, if your mid-berry crunch gets pulled in, like, you can maybe rob and tweak him and then survive. But yeah, I mean, this is... I don't know, I'm torn. I feel like me, myself, I would feel more comfortable with SWow. Because I feel like I can get SWow buffed to shit with BHK almost without a doubt. Like, almost without a doubt, I can get SWow buffed with BHK. And that's game winning. And if they pull BHK with the imp tweak, then my mid-berry crunch is fine, right? So, I don't know. To me, I felt like SWow was better. But I agree that Future Andy has a lot of merit. Because you keep mid-berry crunch alive, you reset the BHK, you reset a push, but you can do that with regen too. Like regen a push after the blast is basically a reset. That was a terrible play. Terrible play. Is he gonna? She was gonna SWow and taunt away. Why do the hamsters get pushed back from that ability? That's interesting. Dude, hamsters don't get pushed back from cows, do they? I don't think so. So why would they get pushed back from SWow's ability? That's really weird. SWow's ability acts like New Kid hit and pushes everything back? Does it push Tupperware back? Because Tupperware is the one thing that doesn't get hit by New Kid. New Kid does not move Tupperware. Which is honestly pretty scary in Team Wars. See, like Titty Bang right here? Don't even need it, but I'm waiting for the disarray on something. Yeah, I don't know. Right, but SWow kills disarray in 2 hits. Fantasy Future Randy takes like 11. So like if that's your argument, SWow definitely survives the disarray better. But the hamster should be in your hand. You should never use the hamsters except to protect from disarray, honestly, if you're worried about that. But like this game right here, I just won because I get my BHK on the SWow. It's like impossible to stop it. You know what I mean? Could I, if I had Future Andy in my deck right here, what do I play? You know what I mean? There's nothing he can do now to stop this value. Robin Tweak keeps him alive if he's getting blasted. He could disarray and not do anything. He could tank here. He could Future Andy, nothing happens. Helps me out because BHK is better. This is what I mean. If that was SWow, he could maybe have played SWow and built a counter push on me. But you can't build a counter push with the Future Andy because it sets me up. It sets me up. So I just don't think... I don't know, man. It's tough. It really depends. Because I feel like if you're playing somebody else with Future Andy, you'd want Future Andy. If you're playing somebody else with SWow, you'd want the SWow. So I feel like it kind of depends on what your opponent does. Because she's got 120 attack. Like, that's fucking brutal. And then Regen could keep her alive. Robin Tweak can keep her alive. Like, look at that. Look at that. That's fucking brutal. Future Randy's not doing that. I don't know. I'm torn. It's a very... I really think it depends kind of on what they have. But we get Dr. Doom again. We must play the same time every week because we got Dr. Doom, if not last week, the week before. Somebody check me on that. Honestly, I think Poseidon corner lead is one of the best leads this week. It's very, very non-committal, but you don't want to use the ability. You don't want to use the ability and then have him slowly walk towards you. That doesn't help you. So only use the ability once the fight actually starts because you're not going to get the second one regardless. You know, if you use it's just never going to matter. Now here we bait the Imp Tweak potentially, and then we're gonna play the bounty hunter. If he uses the imp tweak, we can save the mint berry crunch with our imp tweak. It's awesome. It needs to happen. All right, here we go. Make this happen. Boom, boom, bastic. We use the mint berry crunch on him first. It's a good play to pull the BHK onto the side, though, to kill my BHK. I should have probably played my BHK on the top side. But he's going down. We're still feeling good. The mint berry crunch is going to kill the BHK. So we're in good shape. I like that. Kill her real quick. Plop, plop, plop. Plop, plop, plop. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Yeah, but that's the thing. If you only have Future Randy to save your Mintberry Crunch, if they never imp tweak your Mintberry Crunch, Future Randy sits in your hand, and you're one tank against potentially two, and SWOW could potentially just fuck you up. I don't know, man. It's tough. If they lead SWOW in a group and you have Future Randy and not your slave, you play Future Randy, you probably lose. Also, you can't play it right here. Like, SWOW, I could lead SWOW right here and probably win. I can't lead Future Randy here. So I agree it's a better card if you get to play it in the situational case, but the problem is that case isn't always going to show up, and I can manufacture situations where they're never going to be able to actually have that opportunity. I don't know what the fuck was going on here. And then he Robin tweaks? Like, what? I probably would have lost this match if he wouldn't have been so weird. Look at this. We saved the level 3 because we knew 4 wasn't going to kill 3. Brutal. 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 The regen doesn't do anything. I don't understand what's happening here. I gotta be honest. None of these moves have made any sense. He didn't play for the first 20 seconds. You think you do want SWOW to fuck you? So this is an exact example of what you're talking about. Yes, that's good. Could I have saved him with Imp Tweak right there? I think I could have. Because what you do is... Well, no, you couldn't have. You have to wait for one play. Because Imp Tweak doesn't pull aerial units. So you'd have to wait for him to play one more card. And then you angle it right, pull that card, and it bumps the Mintberry Crunch. You'll see it happen eventually. You'll see it happen. Save the Mintberry Crunch. You want to hold it for the Robin Tweak, hold it for the Disarray, I guess, potentially. Hold it for the Imp Tweak. No reason to use it on a fighter or anything, or a tank or anything like that. Otherwise, you use it to break Slave's Heal is the other reason you play Mintberry Crunch ability. And I will say this week is one of the most, like, once you lose one bar, it's over. Like, truly, I don't think there's any way to build a comeback unless you get, like, a good... SWOW BHK build, or I don't even know how you'd do a good comeback. I guess you could Future Andy and push him back and have it work out, but man, that's just so scary. That's so scary because there's nothing that you can really do to redeem a bad Future Randy. Because Future Randy's just gonna get lit up by the 5 units you just push back. I don't know, it's tough. It's tough. And then, yeah, like, Matt, if you don't have Future Randy or SWOW at the beginning, like... Or you don't even get the... Or no, I'm sorry. Imp Tweak does pull aerial units. What card doesn't pull aerial units? Which card doesn't target aerial units? Which one am I thinking? Because you pull the Imp Tweak to save the Mintberry Crunch. Oh, it's a Commander Hat doesn't hit aerial units. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, Human Kite doesn't shield aerial units too, that's right. But I think I'm thinking Mr. Hat. BHK on New Kid, nice. And honestly, you don't even have to do the Future Andy, it's so, because regen saves it too. Level 4 BHK survives the New Kid. God, that's brutal. That is brutal. And we had level 6 BHK on the main account. See, like right there. Like, that doesn't help him at all. If that was S-File, maybe he could mount a comeback by getting a Mint Berry Crunch, or like you use S-File and Imp Tweak or something. Like there's options for that. So like, I don't know, it's weird. Like Future Randy's gonna help you win, but S-File is gonna help you not lose. Does that make sense? Did that make any sense? But also win, because like she gets fucking boosted and she's ridiculous. She hits very fast for a tank, and her base attack is already fairly high. Mexico Sky. We did have 2 people from Mexico Sky this week. Honestly, almost always a good match. These guys are good players. Mexico Sky, they almost always have decent levels. They almost always play pretty decently. I've definitely lost at least once to somebody from Mexico Sky. Mexikoski. Yeah, I don't know. It was nice to have both of them, though. It was nice to have both of them to get a feel. I think if you had level 5 Future Randy versus level 4 S-File, you probably want to go Future Randy. But, like, look at this. See? S-File 5 would have killed him in 2 hits, and she's still half health, 4 energy to deal with 2.5, basically. That doesn't help him. Slave isn't going to kill her. I shouldn't have played. Now, here, watch this. Watch it. This is it. This is it. Look. I don't need Future Randy. Oh, it didn't work. But basically, it kind of saved him. But that same thing is how you do it. You pull him. It did save him, though, because it made him not in line with the Mint Berry Crunch. Watch this. This is a fucking legendary play here, guys. This is a legendary play here. I wait for the Cox to die before I play the Mint Berry Crunch to kill his Mint Berry Crunch. You wait on it, boom! Blew him to smithereens and saved the fucking game. Let's go! Let's go! Right, but 4-deck, you say that, and I'm pretty sure the last time we had this deck, I went up against somebody with S-File 5, and I couldn't beat them. They led S-File 5. I didn't have any of my tanks. I couldn't win. And by the time I did have Future Randy, it would have been impossible to play him. All right, we got Slave with the BHK, always good. We're just gonna get more health out there just because we're trying to protect that BHK. And we want more damage out there. See, I'm torn on that. Because I could Future Randy now and basically completely counter that, right? And he would have lost. Like, without a doubt, he would have lost that. So, I don't know, I'm really torn on that. I feel like if you play it very well, it's great. If you play it wrong, it's terrible. Look, you regen him and he still survives. I don't think you need that. I think there's other options, and S-File feels safer. I don't know. That's just me. As someone who's lost with the Future Randy deck and never lost with the S-File deck, that's just how I feel. Yeah, I said I wanted last time I was like, I want S-File because Future Randy's too situational. But like I said, he is the better card if you get the right situation to use him. But that situation isn't always going to happen. So he could potentially just sit in your deck and be worthless. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Also, why would you lead BHK like that? And then you pull him? Why would you pull him if your BHK was just gonna kill him anyway? I don't know, that doesn't make much sense. That doesn't make much sense.
What do you mean? What do you
But look at this. Somehow, Heidi broke the slave. Did you see that? Somehow, Palpatine returned. Look at this. Heidi plus 16 breaks the slave, dude. It's wild. 4 is 114. That's funny. They like that number 114 for some reason. I wonder if there's like some. It's like that isn't terrible, but then it sets his slave up a little bit. I don't know. And look, now we save him. Boom. But he's still in front of the guy on the backside. And it doesn't reset. I hate that it doesn't reset the health or the target on there. The Robin Tweak has crazy aggro range, so even if you move the Mintberry Crunch away from him, he'll walk and target him still. But we keep the Mintberry Crunch alive. Oh, that was way faster than I thought it'd be. That was way faster than I thought it'd be. I didn't realize Mintberry Crunch had plus 90 to his attack right there. Good job here, though. Heidi, the S-Wow getting blasted. Now here's an example where there's not really anything he can do to stop me. Once you get that, the BHK7, yeah, the max level 6 is pretty brutal. And he survives the Wonder Tweak. I think if he's level 5, I believe Wonder Tweak pulls him and hits him in one shot. If he's 6 max, Imp Tweak pulls him and has to hit him twice, which is potentially impactful. This fucking guy, dude. Stop playing! Please! Just stop juggling! Right here, right here. Look at this sick shit, dude. I'll take that motherfucker back, please! Yeah! He still dies, but it's pretty sick. I'm getting indigestion. That's the exact concept, though. You pull him back with the tweak. You kill the diabetes boy. Your slave doesn't die somehow? How does the... Or not diabetes. I just call Disarray diabetes. How does the slave not die? Why didn't you hit the slave, Robin Tweak? I'll never understand that. Watch this, though. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I keep my 114s, motherfucker. I keep my 114s! Ooh! All because that Robin Tweak didn't target. But yeah, it's definitely like of all the weak choices, this 1 week is one of the few weeks where that card is not. I'm not sure which one. I'm not sure which one is better. Because, like, obviously saving Mintberry Crunch and stuff is better. But if you don't get a chance to do that, I don't think Future Randy's better. Now, will that happen in probably every game? Maybe. Because if they're good, they're going to imp tweak the Mintberry Crunch every time. If you're good, you can prevent that. I don't know. It's truly one of the only weeks. I think there's another week where it's slave versus somebody, and that one's not super clear which one's better. And then there's one where there's, I think it might be slave versus Coop or something like that. There's one where Coop might be the better choice because Frontier Bradley's an option, and it can be pretty good. I think it's also like Grand Wizard that week, so if you can get the Cox to be pushing against the Grand Wizard and AoEing around, that's really good. This week's gonna suck, Satan and CM. Yeah, a lot of 1-0 wins. Yeah, probably. A lot of defensive. It's definitely one of those weeks you gotta be careful about how you stack stuff because they could turn it around by like not playing cards, you know what I mean? Coop versus Cock Magic, that might be it. Is that this week? Am I thinking about this week, literally? And then there's one more where I think it's Witch Doctor versus somebody else, and that's kind of a hard choice because they're both dog shit. There's one where it's Changeling too. There's one where Changeling versus somebody else, and I'm not positive if Changeling is the right card because she's so glitchy. This week's Arrows versus CM. Gotcha. Arrows is only good if Inuit or Cyborg is an option, honestly. Like, truthfully, the only reason you'd want Arrows in the deck is if Inuit or Cyborg is an option. Like, I cannot think of another option. Maybe Dougie. Maybe if there's a Dougie, but I'm not sure that a max Dougie dies to Arrow Storm unless it's higher level. I'm not actually sure on that. I think if it's 5, it's probably fine. Oh, the weak. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's Cock Magic Coop. Yeah. Yeah, that one's interesting because the Cock Magic is for if they lead the Grand Wizard. If they lead the Grand Wizard, then you can Cock Magic that plus whatever card. Like, it's a good play. Then after that interaction, you basically never use that card. There's like not a good reason. There's almost never a good moment to play it. But the Coop, the pressure you can build with that with the Frontier is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. But also you can lose with Coop too. Like if you don't know what you're doing and you play Coop wrong, you're just helping them because they can play somebody that's going to stall the Coop out and it'll take them a full minute to get to the halfway line. So it's very, very good for them. So that one's like that's a situation where it's like if you play perfectly, this one's better, but will all 50 people play perfectly? Probably not. So like you want to remove there's definitely some options where this card is better, but it's much, much more difficult to play that card. So that's why like maybe we'll see it on free to play because we can trust that those 50 are probably better. But we're not going to play that on Dire Tide and the other teams because chances are 25 of them are going to lose because they played that card wrong. Like Poison's an option for that. Aerostorm's an option for that. Freeze Ray is an option for that. If you Freeze Ray at the wrong time, game over potentially. Regen 2 potentially does have that same. Well, Regen not as much. Regen's pretty easy to get value from. Hallelujah is pretty hard to get value from. Just let us all be happy and give us a Pope Manbear Pig week. That was the 56.99 week. Ah, that sucks that we didn't go perfect that week. That's so fucking lame. That's so lame. Do we remember who that one cocksucking 113 was? That son of a bitch. But yeah, what's up, Tat? By the way, welcome in. But yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun this week. It's a very interesting week. It's clearly like Mintberry Crunch central, but I loved that level 3 Mintberry Crunch on the Adventure Lock getting value. I fucking love that shit, dude. You rob and tweak him and he's like a level 5 basically. Was it Playgirl? I don't think it was a piloted account. I think it was a single person. Well, I guess maybe Playgirl was playing back then. You might be right though. Because I vaguely remember some sexism as a result. All right. I gotta rename these files. Hold on. Timor's 48. So I'm doing the like the potatoes and plays, which is archiving from these videos, which goes back into holy shit. I still got so many. But then like, should I keep doing the potatoes and plays for these ones when I've already done the review? Because the potatoes and plays are for ones that those videos, like those Team Wars games aren't in their own video, because at the time I was doing like the weekly update where I went through the forum and did Team Wars, so it's like they're separated. But like 52 in 1 week, and you can only really fit in like a potatoes and plays, I can only really fit, like it's a 4-hour video and I can only really fit like, it's like half an hour per, but then I do the half at double time. So I don't even think I can fit 10 weeks. So this 1 year alone is like 5 videos. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing those. We're definitely gonna keep the Clip Fest going. I'm actually working on a Clip Fest right now. We got Clip Fest. We got this many clips for the Clip Fest ready to go. And then I go to my old repo where I have clips from like the past. So these ones are all present clips, and then I'm gonna go grab clips from like 2023 or later. You just looked and it was Playgirl? Nice. That's funny. Oh, she's still playing? What account am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking Scarlet Witch. That was what's his fuck's account. Well, it was some chick's account, and then it was somebody else's account, and then we took it back. Anyway, Be on the lookout for that clip fest. There's some good ones in this one. It's one of my favorite things is to put together the clip fest video. It's so fun editing that. I'm cracking myself up half the time. Especially when I go, especially when I go like 5 years back and it's like bad quality everything. And it's so funny. When in doubt, Mex has access. Yeah, I knew he had Scarlet now. Oh, Savage Giant? Yeah. What the fuck ever happened to him? Does he still play? Anyway, we're going to keep going with some other stuff. So stick around. But if you're watching on YouTube and you made it this far, clearly you like me and the content. So like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and consider joining membership on YouTube. It's only $1 per month and you got about half a dozen videos. And there'll be a new video coming soon for VIP only. Members only. I'll be naked in that one. No. It's Nudie Magazine Day!